Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and this is a fine start for a new video. Life in a bunker, ladies and gentlemen, is a sandbox bunker building simulator, as you would expect from its name. The world goes haywire, it is all destroyed, it goes to hell, and the people that actually survive that mayhem go down into the earth and wait for life conditions up in the surface again. So what you need to do in here is being the warden of a new civilization underground, and you need to survive long time enough to go up to the surface again. With that said, you need to provide people with food, you need to give them jobs, you need to basically create a new cycle of life underground. I relate this game a lot to Dungeon Keeper. I will leave everything at normal. I can probably make it high so that it becomes a little bit easier. Let's select a tutorial, because even though I've put some hours into the game, I like to follow that streamline that you should in the beginning. So let's create a new game like that. Waste Recyclers something. I had never had the chance to read that. Congratulations, you've just been elected our new warden. This is a compulsory induction course of the new bunker wardens, but you know, it was all written by some bureaucrats who have never actually lived in a bunker. The bunker, besides the main layer, which shows all the objects in residence, has several others, initially hidden from the eye. Water grid and power grid. Just like any other building game, for instance, the one that comes to my mind is SimCity. If you know that game, you have several layers that you can display, considering if you want to see the electricity, the cables, or if you want to see the pipes with the water. This is the same thing over here. You have the oxygen meter, so you need to keep that as much as you can to 100%, or your residents will die eventually. They will stop running first, and then they will die if the oxygen goes down to 0. Then you have different underground levels. You start on the first one, obviously, and normally what really forces you to change levels is the ore, is the materials that you need to continue with your life in the bunker. Each incubator, and this is what you use to get more babies and to get more residents, they go through this normal growing procedure, just like in real life. They start as a child, then they become adults, well, they skip the teens phase, and then they become veterans, elders. So in that phase, they don't do anything in the bunker, but to give them a clean and honorable death, you must keep them on with oxygen and food until they decide to just eventually die. Alright, so we're going to continue. Conceive babies. They are now telling us to have 3 new babies. I'm going to slow down the game a little bit. I'm going to pause it so that we don't lose any more time in that. So over here, as you can see, you can have 3 babies being incubated at a time. And if you want a specific profession for that baby, because each resident has different skills, and they can only be a worker or, I don't know, a cooker if they have a certain stat. So if you want, for instance, a specific worker, you click on this, but you have to waste 15 research points, which we currently don't have. If you are really desperate on residents, and if you don't have those research points, let's just screw it. So let's get 3 new embryo going. So there we go, 3 of them done. Select workers, let's do that. I guess now they want us to give them professions, I would say. Yes. So let's give this guy a profession. Waylon Shearer, and we can name them, by the way. I will name this guy my own name, Sparrow. You will be Sparrow. If you die, we end this video and we skip to another one. No, I'm just joking. So you have here the several conditions on him. This guy, for instance, can be a worker, a janitor, or a farmer. Different residents will have different expertise. For instance, this guy can be a cooker, which the previous 2 can't. So Sparrow, you will be... I will not be a janitor. Come on. I want a better profession than that. I'm just discriminating professions. I'm just joking. I'm going to go with a worker. So I'll be a worker. And if you haven't noticed, the color of that resident changed. I am now blue, which means the blue profession is the workers. And this guy will be a janitor, which is the brown color. And this guy will be the cooker, which looks white over here. Even though right now I don't have any place to cook, though. I need a kitchen. I need to build a kitchen. So I have selected, I guess they want us to give a worker profession to several residents. So I'll be going with this one as well. Abbas, and Iger Eskandon. You'll also be, no, not you. You. Saiful Months, you will also be a worker. Done. Let's go over here to the south, and that will open us up a way to the ore in the future, which we will also need. Currently, we are not exploiting any ore, and the building materials are made out of ore. So first, you get ore, and then you need to process that ore into building materials. That's how it works. So I am gonna, let's see, let's destroy this wall over here. There we go, and now let's destroy this way, and let's put them to work. Alright. So now the blue guys will come over here and do their work. And there's different types of ground as well. For instance, you cannot destroy this kind of ground, this one, right now. You need to research the points, you need to research the technology to be able to destroy this type of ground. So I cannot just go in here. And let's click there to accept the transformation. You just need a small tunnel to be able to go down here. There are several types of floors as well. For instance, the red one is indicated by being a living quarters, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have the concrete, which is for processing materials and whatnot. The blue one, which probably is storage keeping. Alright, we're doing that. Let's destroy some more. Like so. I'm just randomly choosing this place over here to build, even though I have no idea what's gonna come after this, because there might be some baddies in here that will stop me from progressing any further. Alright, for the time being, and because I have no other thing to do with any other people, I'm gonna choose some more professions. So this guy, I need an engineer. An engineer is the person that fixes the machines when they break, and it keeps maintenance on the place. I'm gonna choose some more workers so that we can, you know, do this faster. Let's break up some more room over here so that we can make a nice little base over here. Alright, so I'm gonna start having these guys. You're gonna be a janitor as well, why not? This is a waste, actually, because when you can be a scientist, you should be a scientist. Scientists, cookers, what else is out there? Engineers, maybe, are the rarest professions that come out when you choose randomly embryons. So I'm now gonna choose a floor, a kind of floor, which I have no idea where it is anymore, over here. So you have blue, red, concrete, and metal. So I'm gonna go with, and because we need beds, beds are for the living quarters. So I'm gonna choose this. Let's fill all this spot over here, and it will start working on this as well. They will split somewhat the tasks over here, and it will start working on this. Nice. They want us to build 6 beds. So by right-clicking, I can choose which direction I want my bed to face. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, and over on this side, 3 more. There. Nicely put. Very well organized. Just like I love it. And now some walls. Let's build some walls over here. Actually, we don't need walls over there. Let's go over here and do this. Let's start by that and applying so that people start working on it. And we can speed up the job a little bit. Small earthquakes can cause a landfall on empty tiles. Until the janitors clean the debris, you cannot build on these. Okay. Other than your machines getting a little bit wrecked, you also need to clean the debris that comes out of those earthquakes. I guess that is the bad point in the earthquakes. Now I need 2 toilet cabins and 2 shower pods for these guys to clean up their butts. So let's do that. We might need some more spots in here, so let's open up a little room over here for that to be sort of the bathroom, even though I could just build it right over here in the middle. I now need a toilet and a shower pod. So let's go with 2 shower pods, one over here and one over here, and then 2 toilet cabins. You can see there the arrow, which point they will be facing at. Alright, beautiful. That will be done with. We have here the mini reactor, which you will have to build more of after, you know, having a large base. You have here the water pump, which all of them give you different kinds of life support, like electricity or water. I was checking this out. The main entrance is sealed for 50 cycles. 50 cycles is a lot. I can't remember how many cycles did I survive the last time I played the game. I think I went for 30, but I spent like 10 cycles in a very dire situation. This is not one of those games where if you see things going down, they will go down right after. No, you can still struggle for a long while before actually dying. Alright, so now we need some water and some electricity on these toilets. Obviously, the poop has to go somewhere. So, let's choose over here maybe, yeah. Let's go with water pipes. So, the closest water pipe is this one. Let's connect it to this one, and then to this one. And then over here, and then finally over there. Done. Let's get out of this panel over here. And they're now building the pipes. I have no idea if they need electricity. No, they don't. Oh, they do. Wait, they don't. Why would a toilet need electricity? Unless it's an automatic toilet that flushes automatically. I have no idea. So, building materials. Now we got to a point where it teaches how to have building materials, which you will keep using to increase to grow your building and your bunker. So to do that, we first, oh my god, I just locked this guy outside. That is not a good idea. So we have ore over here, and to get this ore, not whore, but ore, we need to get over there first. So I'm going to destroy this wall over here. I'm going to also destroy a couple of places over here, because we need to get to it, and we need to rescue that guy. This is the limit of the map, actually. I cannot go beyond this point. So let's just clean up all this place over here. Really, there's no advantage in having all of this around. This seems to be the very bottom right corner of the map. Alright, so can you do your job, please? We could use a few more workers. So you cannot be a worker. You'll be an engineer, though. It's a really bad idea to have someone not having a profession, because they will just be a dispensable guy. As you can see over here, we got our embryons into child state, and now we need to wait a few more to have them as adults and finally give them the professions. Here's something you should never ever forget in this game, which was what pretty much screwed me up on the very first playthrough, which is unfortunate because the tutorial doesn't really tell you this or doesn't warn you about this. You need to keep having new embryons and new babies, even though more residents will mean more life conditions necessary. Things like new beds, things like more oxygen. So I'm gonna refresh the incubator and have 3 more babies coming up. Alright, by the time these 3 become adults, those 3 will become children, pretty much, and some others will most likely die or become elders. The ones that are working right now will become elders. So let's destroy this corner over here. All of it. There we go. Mining machine is in the production tab, so let's do that. And after that, we are going to need a refinery. But to do that, we need a specific kind of floor, which is concrete floor. As you can see on the bottom right corner, that's what it requires. So let's go and build that. Alright, so let's build it right on this corner over here. All around the mining machine as well. Let's go one more. Let's go crazy. Bam. I don't know if you noticed, but each of these floors, of these tiles, span about 1 building material. But there are several kinds of amounts for each kind of buildings. So, some objects like mining machine don't work without power. Alright, this one needs power, so let's do that. So the closest power is coming from over here. Let's just build 1 single cable down here. You have to be careful where you build the cables, because some of these objects will stop you from building over there. Even though you can place them, which I actually find strange in the game, I can actually place a cable over here, but it will not be built because the builders will not reach it. Alright, so we got this done with. Now let's wait for them to power it up. I'm gonna destroy this over here, and I'm gonna build a wall over there to make it very, very safe. Refinery right over, I don't know where you need to turn it to. I guess you don't need to turn it anywhere because nobody will access it. It will work by itself. I think you should have a profession for a processing guy. I don't know, someone that takes the ore from the mining machine to the refinery. As you can see, we are having more and more ore, and we also have building materials over here which will be produced by this refinery. Now, they are running out of food, I suppose, so we need to, at this point, build a way to get food. We could certainly build a kitchen in the middle of the place, you know, so that everyone, wherever they are, they can access it easily. But the thing is, we have a few spots over here that cannot be destroyed yet, because we need to research the tempered drill bit, which is unfortunate. I would like to build in the middle of the bunker, so that no matter where people are, they can easily access food. Let's try to build it in the middle as much as we can. Let's just explore this place over here. We need to do it fastly before our guys die. Alright, so they will now fight that mole. We have to be careful. Actually, there's 2 of them. When we have a huge group of them... Wow, 2 more? Alright, let's be careful. We should already have an infirmary, because that's what you need to heal whoever has diseases or whoever is injured. Because they can also die from fighting. You can see all that blood. That means they are injured, even though it's displayed a little bit gorishly. Alright, so I'm going to destroy this wall over here, and I'm going to open up a spot for the kitchen. I'm going to choose a blue floor. Let's do that. Let's click on accept for them to start working already. Let's not have them slacking. Alright, the kitchen will be around over here. You also need a place to display the table so that people can sit on and start eating. I'm gonna build around 2 tables. That should be enough for now. Alright, let's speed up this process. Awesome. And now the kitchen. Let's bring it up. Kitchen will be on this corner over here. There you go. People will ask for food from this side, and the cooker will be on this side over here. But we need to open up a few more spots over here, I would say. Yeah, we don't want that to be that close to the kitchen. We want a couple more floors over there as well. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with me and city building or dungeon keeper, is that I try to make everything aesthetically pleasing, which is not a requirement for this kind of game. It really is not. Alright, let's have them destroy that. Now we need to connect power to it. And we're gonna do that by doing this. Power cable, the closest one is over there, so let's put it over here. Alright, this should do it. To cook, you need water. I'm sorry. I am not a good cooker, so I couldn't tell. I'm not entirely sure if you can build below walls, but let's try it out, because it saves us a lot of spots for building. Yeah, you can. You can, so that's fortunate. So now we need a farm. I think we're gonna do that in this corner over here, because it's closer to the kitchen, and I think it's an advantage having the farm close to the kitchen. Let's see if we need any kind of specific floor for it. So farming. Vegetable patch. You can only build it on metal floor. So let's do that. Let's fill up this place with metal floor. Alright, this should be enough for a couple of farms. So let's do that. This is not aesthetically pleasing, I know that, but honestly, who cares? I'm gonna stop wasting time with that. In this corner we can build something else. Have no idea what, maybe an exercise room. We will see. I'm not, you know, dividing rooms with walls, and I guess that's what you should do. But screw it. Not doing it. Not doing it now. Alright, so vegetable patch. Let's build it over. One over here and another one over here. I'm not entirely sure if they will block the passage. We will see. We are gonna need to connect it to power and electricity as well. So let's do that. Power cable. This one is connected already. So let's just do this. And I think this will suffice. We will see. And now, a water pipe. Let's go and do this. And finally, this. If you have one of the objects connected, you just need to connect it to the other one, because the water will flow from one to the other. Alright, this should be enough. Assign a farmer. We already have one, didn't I? Maybe not. Okay, so we need a farmer over here, guys. Here's one. There we go. So I have a feeling you'll be a great warden. Warning, without power, food in a fridge will quickly spoil. Alright. So we have the fridge already, don't we? This is the fridge. And we want it for vegetables. So that would be this. Oh, but we had some... I think I just spoiled some fish. No, this is fruits. Vegetables, there we go. But I kind of throw away fish because I still had some fish over there. I guess they give you some fish from the start of the game so that you can survive this initial moments. So, our residents are very hardworking, but even they need rest and spare time to relax sometimes. This is the worst example ever of a dungeon keeper. I admit it. Because I stopped building walls, as you can see. It doesn't look good at all. It looks just like a house that was never fully built, but oh well. I'm just trying to show you the basics of the game first, and then we'll worry about that. So, where is the sofa? Let's build, I don't know, 2 of them? 2 of them will be enough for now. Yeah, let's build one right after the other. Alright. If I have plans to separate these zones, that sofa needs to get out of there. You know, actually, I'm gonna cancel it. And I'm gonna build it somewhere else. They want us to build just 1, but I'll go crazy and go with 2. So, exactly. They will now need some exercise because they don't work their legs down here. Unless I have a exercycle, they call it. Alright, really well thought. Exercycle. Let's build 2 of them. Yeah, let's build another one over here. Alright, awesome. All of this is spending building materials, if you haven't noticed by now. Let me check the mining machine over here. It almost has 200 ore. So the refinery is, you know, working its way. So now we need a infirmary so that we prevent people from getting sick, from getting diseases and whatnot. And if they get injured, they will be healed by that as well, I would say. We have a mole over there, which might kill one of us. No, they don't. I'm more and more making my guys come to the south of the bunker. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I could totally have explored up here. There's another ore place over here and another one over here. Wow. The very first time I played, I only had 2 ore spots. So they kind of decreased the difficulty. I'm not entirely sure. This is a rift, what they call a rift, which will allow you to come down to the second underground level. So this is the second underground level. This is where you will come out to once you descend from the first one, and these are the ore spots. And another rift, which will take you to the 3rd underground level. How many do we have? We have 4 in total. Alright, Warden, the oxygen level has begun to decrease. It may have been caused by either the population's rapid growth or by a fault air purifier. Alright, let's get back to our level. I am missing a minimap. We have just 1 engineer. We should use more. So let's take a worker out and put it as an engineer. There we go. Everyone is happy. Everyone is healthy. So that's good news. Alright, we have opened up the room for, what was it? The infirmary. First and foremost, let me start dividing places, shall we? Because I am more and more hating how it looks. Alright, let's open up a spot over here. We cannot. Okay, I wanted to leave a spot open over here for an entrance. So the oxygen level is critical. That is really, really bad. So what we need is more air purifiers. So let's build a few of them over here. That should be in life support. Air purifiers. So let's build 1 more, 2 more, and maybe that would be enough. Let's see. It needs to be connected to water and electricity as well. So let's see. It should be. I guess it should be. Actually, it shouldn't be connected to water, so let's build 1 over there. And this should fix it. So we're gonna need another water pump. You know what? I have a lot of free space down here. A lot of room. So I'm gonna build it down there. So now they are introducing us to the research station, where you can get research points for several stuff that I already explained. So we're gonna stop over here, and congratulations, this is the last step of the tutorial. We have completed all the initial steps to survive. For now, we need another water pump, so let's do that. Water pump, water switchboard, water pump should be enough, there we go. Actually, we need a concrete floor. Wait, isn't this concrete floor? we need more materials. That's what we're missing right now. So let's wait for the refinery to do its job. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Human Abbas needs to go to the toilet 2% away from building this. Alright, it's now done. Now it's gonna need most likely the water. The blinking lamp means that this object isn't getting power. Well, it needs power as well. But I guess you need to connect it to the water grid so that it starts pumping up the water. Let's wait for this to be built. We need some building materials desperately. Alright, so is it done now? Do we have enough water? 3%? This has 100%. Consuming water. Each of these water pumps produce 150 liters. I have no idea how to check the... It's consuming 145. Right now, this one is not being consumed. I guess you need to connect it to the water grid, I would say. So water pipe. Let's connect it to this one. Alright. Let's see if that fixes it. And we have a fever going on. Most likely provoked by the lack of oxygen or something. Alright, let's wait for that to be connected. It's still not connected, is it? Nope. Let's wait for that to be built. They are now building it. It's now connected. Oh, you can also see, that's very clever. You can also see the water level over there, displayed visually. That is pretty cool. Alright, so do we have enough water for the air? Alrighty then. Now you can see over there that the oxygen is increasing again. Now, about the oxygen, how can I see if I need more or not? Let's check over here. So oxygen is still not in a good level. So we are producing 22 and we are consuming 19. I guess that's what it means. But, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have pretty much in a nutshell showed you what is Life in a Bunker about. It's pretty much, I would say, Dungeon Keeper with a few twists, and it's a more upgraded visually game. The game is not visually astonishing by any stretch of the imagination. It's not. It actually looks very poorly done when it comes to the characters in 3D. But, you know, this is an indie game, and they've tried their best, I'm sure. And what it does well, so I guess I'm happy with that. There's no really main campaign, which I'm sad about. It would be cool to see several scenarios with several objectives. Things as get 20 residents up, or get your happiness average to 100%, like full happiness. You know, those things that you see in other city builders and dungeon builders. Is that guy sleeping? Holy crap, was he on the floor? He's now going to the toilet. Good riddance. Please do not fall asleep in the toilet because other people need to use it. As you can see over here, there would be more to explore and build. You have here the mini reactor, the big reactor, which will allow you to have more power, the power switchboard, which I actually never built before, water switchboard, air purifier, big air purifier, which are upgrades to the previous machines that we had, bunk bed, which will allow 2 people to sleep on the same spot. I mean, you know, using less room for the same people sleeping. You have here the infirmary, the research station. Oh well, I forgot about the research station. That would be the next spot, the next step. Because after having that, you could come over here and finally research all these technologies that you're gonna need to face the bunker after this. If you enjoyed what you've seen over here and if you want to try it yourself, go down below to the description of this video. There will be a link over there to the Steam store with this game. It is a game made by Flux Studios. My name has been TheSparrowsJourney. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, and if you want to see more, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.